The air here is literally thick with pollution. It stings the back of your throat. It's very, very heavy, and it really is a very desolate area. We've just come through a valley full of factories, some power stations, coal power stations. The landscape is just being ripped up, torn to shreds by diggers for construction or God knows what, but you can't really, I don't know how anyone lives here. It just is miserable, but I can't cycle without a scarf. There's just too much pollution in the air, so I'm going to stick this on and hopefully it will help somewhat. Windy out here today. It's difficult to keep a straight line on the bike. I'm cycling along pretty hard and still feeling quite cold in this breeze. The sheep grazing on the field, they're just standing around happily in their nice warm woolly coats as though it's a beautiful summer's day. I could do with a nice woolly coat like that, and probably some horns as well to sort out the Chinese lorry drivers. Very shaggy sheep. You can see that they're adapted well to the windy and cold environment up here. They've got thick coats and these very twisted little horns. Herds of sheep are a common sight on the Mongolian steppe. They are the lifeblood of the Mongol herders that live in this area, and so the sheep roam across these defined fields and they graze away at the pasture here. But although they're very important to the local economy, unfortunately the sheep are also one of the major causes of desertification in this area. As they eat away at the grass, when the grass is removed, the structure is taken out of the topsoil, which is already very sandy, and it means that it's very easily blown away by the winds which sweep across this very flat landscape. Here we have a prime example of what happens when the land is overgrazed. What's happened is that the sheep have eaten away all the grass and cover on this land, and it's been left completely bare. And it means when it rains, like it's raining now, obviously the water will wash the topsoil off. This is the topsoil here. It's obviously very sandy, but that all gets washed away in a gully like this and all the way down the field. And it means that now any topsoil, any nutrients which are in the soil are gone. The structure in the soil is gone because these are the roots and they just don't exist anymore. And so this field is badly affected by erosion, and this can spread, and it's places like these where desertification starts and yellow dust is blown up and across the rest of the steppe. So it's a pretty awful sight to see this happening, and it means that these fields need to really be grazed less by sheep. This road is called the Sand Road because so much sand and dust from the storms to the north and the steppe and the desert blow across it. You can see on the road there's lots of debris from those storms. It's also nominally the line at which they want to stop the desert from proceeding to the south and to the east. And so a very barren landscape. It's a huge sky. You can see from horizon to horizon there aren't any obstructions at all.